Yo, what's up guys, Sam here again, and today we're going to be shooting a roll of Shanghai GP3 400. It's a very affordable film. You can get it for like 17 bucks here in Malaysia, or about like 3 to 4 US dollars. Super cheap black and white film. But just before we start, I must say that, as you can probably tell from the title, there was a huge mistake, and I'll talk about it a little bit more. But I just want to say, a lot of the photos that came out from this roll were very terrible, as you can tell from the very first photo. One thing about the film is that, as I mentioned, it is very affordable, and really as a practice roll, I think this is a fantastic option, especially when you're trying out a new camera, just trying to get the ropes of it. It's difficult to spend like 50 bucks on a roll of Portra 400 for a new camera that you're testing out, so I highly suggest picking up this film, specifically if you are looking to just practice black and white or practice shooting film in general. I shot this roll at box speed, which I sort of regret. Number one, also it was a very cloudy day. It was about to rain, I think, but I had a bit of time between shoots just to go out and just take some photos. I wish I shot it at 200 instead of 400, but obviously just testing out the film, I think that it's always nice to shoot at box speed. But one thing you might notice from all the pictures is this film is extremely grainy. It is a relatively sharp film, I won't deny that, but it is extremely grainy. Like the grain is really coarse. It's not fine grain. It's very obvious, especially if you underexpose your shots. So something I want to mention before this is this kind of made quite a big deal in the film community in Malaysia, and that is the quality of the film. And I'm not talking about the image quality, but the overall quality of the film that you get. So a lot of people have been complaining about a lot of artifacts and blotches in the film, and people were kind of pissed, and we had a lot of people brought it up to one of the main suppliers of film here in Malaysia. And so what he did is he went to contact the makers of the film, and they mentioned that you shouldn't be putting this film or any of their films into the fridge. Now, I understand that this is a little bit strange because everybody grows up, especially when you're starting film, knowing that you should put your film in the fridge. But the manufacturers of this film said you shouldn't put your this film into the fridge because of the drastic changes in temperature, which results in uneven or some weird issues with the chemicals. And so what you get is you will get a lot of blotches in your film or artifacts in your film, and I did find that to be true. However, something that I did notice is that artifacts or blotches really only happen in the first few shots of the roll. Towards the end of the roll, everything was fine. I think it sort of makes sense because the beginning of the roll, you're sort of closer to the outside air, I don't know, and then inside you're a bit more protected. The film is a bit more protected when it's all the way deep inside. But still, it is kind of a strange thing, and I think it's just down to manufacturing quality of the film. If you are looking for a film that gives you really nice black and white, really nice film grain, very nice latitude, or consistency in quality, I don't think Shanghai GP3 is the film for you. I would much rather go for something like T-Max 400 or my personal favorite, HP5. But once again, as I mentioned before, Shanghai GP3 really is an affordable film for you to practice on. And that's what I see in it only. I don't see it as a roll that I would shoot for things that I need the pictures for. If I'm just practicing like today, like just going out, just practicing getting a feel of the camera, just practicing looking for light and shadows with black and white, I think this is a fantastic option. But if you're looking for quality stuff, I think you might be better off paying a little bit more to get the consistency. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. That's the end of the roll. I will be shooting this more often again because I just want to see how I can control the consistency, and if I can control the consistency of the images, or maybe if I don't put it in the fridge, or I try something different, maybe try over exposing it by a couple of stops, see how that might work. But that'll be for a future video. So if you're interested in that, stay tuned. I would appreciate a subscribe and like. It really helps out the channel. Yeah. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, just let me know down below. If you would like me to cover any more films or any photography or filmmaking related content below, please just let me know below. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.